welcome. Great to have you joining. Great to have you tuning in today. Hope your day's going well so far. And once you get yourself all settled out, let's start to settle in. As always, you just lie back, close your eyes, and you breathe. And simply take the time to slow down. Make that conscious choice to be here. Make that conscious choice, sometimes repeatedly, as mind winds and wanders, to be right here. As we settle in, as we lie back and close our eyes, we're both learning how to let go, how to surrender, but we're also learning that subtle control that comes along with that. If we lie back and just wait for it to happen to us, we'll be waiting for a long time. So we're learning how to direct it, but learning how to direct it without force, not by restraining the mind or restraining the body, but learning how to direct it with that soft touch. Whereas we notice the mind float away, we simply draw it back, placing its attention back to the breath, back to the sensation of the body. And some sensation draws it off onto thought again, and you just draw it back. You're in control here. You're learning to master that ability to soften, to slow down. But like everything else we do in this practice, it's all under your control. So you take the time to learn. Just a few more breaths, just a few more moments. And your next inhale is a nice deep, full inhale. You fill the belly, fill the chest, and as you're ready, release the breath, drawing your knees, and you wrap your arms around your shins, hugging your thighs tight. And you gently rock from side to side. A sense of movement, swaying the body, and back to center, hands behind your knees as you rock from the tailbone to the shoulder blades. Nice and smooth. Nice and coordinated back and forth. Working that long line at the back, and the next inhale draws you all the way up to sitting. You sit tall. The eyes remain closed. You take a breath. Let it all slow down once again. And on inhale, you rise up. Tadasana. You find your balance. The feet are firm, shoulders back. The eyes are closed. And palms together at your heart. And on your next inhale, you take the arms up, lengthening. And exhale, you fold forward over your legs. You get the hands to the floor, bending the knees if you need to. And inhale, right foot steps back, low lunge. Left foot back, plank pose. And exhale as you lower towards the floor. Inhale, forward, broadening the collarbone. And exhale, you press back down, dog. You settle in. The head hangs heavy. The palms are firm, pressing the floor away. Sending your hips back and up. Take any movement you like. Inhale, right foot forward, trying to get it all the way up between your hips. Exhale, left foot forward, folding over your legs. And inhale all the way back up, full extension. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale together. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left leg back. Right leg back. And exhale. Inhale, forward. And exhale, back. Your eyes are soft. You feel firm with your stance. 2 hands, 2 feet, pressing down, holding you up. Inhale, left foot. Exhale, right. Inhale, full extension. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, right. Left. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. You work that tilt of the tailbone. Trying to take it towards the ceiling. Low back hollows out, and you get that nice full line all the way up to the glutes. Inhale, right. Exhale, left. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left. Right. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, right. Left. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, right. Exhale, left. Inhale, full extension. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left. Right. And exhale. Nice and steady as you lower. Inhale, forward. And exhale, back. Each round, each repetition. Trying to find a little more length, a little more stability, waking things up. And all those major muscle groups, all the major joints flexing and extending. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Inhale. And exhale. You relax your arms, you close your eyes if they've opened. Tadasana. And with the big toes close, the heels apart, you bend the knees, drop the hips, and sweep the arms gently. Nice and firm. Nice and grounded. Now on exhale, you fold forward. The legs straighten out and you catch hold of whatever you got. The head hangs heavy. The weight drifts forward just a touch so you feel that your hips are over your heels. Your weight feels balanced from the ball of the foot all the way back to the heel. The tailbone's actively tilting up. Nice long line. And inhale halfway. Exhale, plant the hands as you float or step back. Down dog or vinyasa. Inhale, the right leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward. High lunge. You rise up. And you set that stance. Nice strong line from the back of that right knee to the front of the left. Both legs working. Weight balanced front to back. Then you maintain that stability. Maintain that low body. As the arms open and on exhale, you twist to the right. Left arm reaching forward, right arm sweeping back. Inhale, back to center. Arms up overhead. And exhale, you fold and hover over that right thigh. Bicep staying next to yours. Inhale, rising. Exhale, twist. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold and hover. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Maintaining that stability of the low body. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold and hover. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, last set. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up and you hold high lunge. Then palms together, thumbs drop between the shoulder blades. The elbows point up. The head pushes against your forearms as you try and lift your sternum, center your chest. Your abdominal wall draws in as best you can, trying to keep your low back long. Then inhale, straightening the arms. Making our way into warrior three as you start to shift your weight forward. Moving out over that right leg. The arms can stay out in front or come alongside the body. There's that smooth transition. Nice and steady. Feeling a long line from the crown of your head to that left heel. That right thigh is firm, pushing that right foot down. So you feel stable over your foundation. Allowing for that long line and sense of confidence through the upper body. And just as smooth as you came in, that right knee starts to bend as that left foot steps back, high lunge. You take a breath, set it up, and exhale, hands to the floor as you choose your route to down dog. Inhale the left leg. And exhale, you step the foot forward. High lunge. You rise up. You breathe. And take your time here. Set that foundation. Strong stance, coordinated work through both legs. And maintaining that, the arms open into a T as you twist to left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, fold and hover. Inhale, rising. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Last set. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale and you hold high lunge. Settle yourself up. And palms together. Thumbs between the shoulder blades. The elbows point up. Try and keep those elbows as close together as you can. There's a tendency that they start to roll away from each other. So you try and squeeze them into one another. The head pushes against the palms. You get that nice lift of the upper chest. Then inhale, the arms straighten out. The biceps stay alongside yours or they sweep back as you shift your weight forward, warrior three. Rising up. You work to get parallel to the floor, but more importantly than being parallel is just feeling steady. Feeling long from the crown of the head to that right heel. You might think about rolling that right hip towards the floor just a touch to help level off your low back. Then nice and smooth, keep it together. That left knee bends as that right foot steps back. High lunge. You take the time and set it up. And then when you're ready on exhale, hands to the floor as you find your way to down dog. Inhale the right leg. And exhale, you step the foot forward. Crescent lunge. Left knee lowers, toes uncurl. The hips sink as the arms sweep. We're going to interlace the fingers. Index finger points straight up. So as you squeeze those palms, your outer shoulders hug in. Feel like you're grabbing your ribcage with your armpits and lifting it up. The hips draw down and forward. Nice smooth breath. Then exhale, hands to the floor. We're going to walk over to the left edge of the mat, setting up for gate. So that left heel sweeps back behind you. That right leg straightens out and the right toes then point up. The torso lifts. Left arm reaches up. And you take it over the top. That nice long lateral stretch. That right hand's light and just sliding down that right leg as you go deeper. Giving you a sense of where that leg is. Helping you to stay over top of it rather than starting to drift inside of it. Inhale as you rise up. Hands to the floor. You're going to walk yourself back around to that right foot, setting up for lizard. And just keep that left knee on the ground today. Right hand's inside the right foot. Then you start to bow towards the floor. One forearm, maybe two touch down. And the head hangs. But remember, as you relax your head down, you want to be mindful that you're not starting to curl back towards your waistline. Your abdominal wall is relaxed. Your rib cage is just sinking towards the floor. Inhale as you rise up. You plant the palms. You curl those left toes to lift that knee and you sweep that right leg back. Down dog or vinyasa. Inhale, the left leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward. Crescent lunge. Lower that right knee. Sweep the torso. Then interlace the fingers, index finger points up. The palms squeeze, the arms pull the rib cage up and back as your hips draw down and forward. And exhale, hands to the floor. You walk yourself over to the right edge of the mat. And right heel sweeps back. That left leg straightens out. Left hand on the thigh. Right arm reaches up. And you take it over top. Focusing mainly on this right side bucket. That lateral line from your right hip to your right hand. And you reach through it. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, hands to the floor. And you walk yourself back around to the top edge, setting up for lizard. Right knee stays down. Left hand's inside the left foot. And you bow towards the forearms. One, maybe two. Your eyes can soften. You're low and grounded, just sinking your weight into the floor. Inhale, rising up. Plant the palms, curl those right toes, and you just sweep that left leg back. Down dog or vinyasa. Inhale the right leg, and exhale, you step the foot forward. High lunge. Once you're set with your stance, we're going into revolve side angle. So palms together, thumbs to the heart. You fold and twist to the right. Taking that left elbow outside that right thigh. You can broaden, you can bind if you like. It's that long, deep spiral of the spine. The crown of the head and that left heel reaching in opposite directions. That right side rolling back. Then inhale back to center, high lunge. And exhale, hands to the floor. You're going to keep your hips low as you step that left foot forward next to the right. Then peel the heels so you're balancing on the balls of the feet as you sit your hips down on your heels. If you feel balance, you rise up, hands to your heart. Now keeping those heels high, the balls of the feet balanced. You fold and you twist to the right once again. You can broaden, you can bind the shin if you like. But as you learn to balance on the balls of the feet, notice those heels. There's a tendency for them to want to roll out on you. If you're trying to keep them in, keeping the heels high and tight together, stabilizing the ankle joints. We're coming back to center. We're making our way into crow pose. If you know it, you can go right into it. Otherwise, keep it simple, one step at a time. You take the knees apart, and palms on the floor, about shoulder distance. Fingers spread wide so you have that broad base. The hips lift, the knees touch the triceps, and all you have to do is start to lean forward. The slower you lean, the easier it is to feel that tipping point. Your toes get light. Keep your head lifted. If you duck your head or look back, you have a better tendency of starting to do a somersault. You want your head lifted. Look out in front. You take about 2 more breaths, and then you find your way to down dog. You can float, you can step, whatever you like. And once you're in down dog, inhale that left leg, and exhale, you step the foot forward, high lunge. Nice full breath lifting you up. You settle in. Then palms together, thumbs to your heart, as you twist over to left. Revolve side angle. As you work into it, little trick or adjustment that I like to sometimes do, I take that top hand on top of that thigh. So in this case, it'll be that left hand on top of my left thigh. And I kind of scrub that thigh forward. And that helps me get that right side to come around so I can get outside that thigh. Rather than feeling like I'm draped over it, puts me past the thigh. So when I hook that right elbow on it, I have a lot more leverage to bring my body around. Good. Inhale back to center, high lunge. And exhale, hands to the floor. Now right foot steps forward, keeping your hips low. The heels peel. And you come to balancing on the balls of your feet. Palms together at your heart. Find your balance at first. And then you twist to the left. Now right elbow outside the thigh. Good. Back to center. Crow pose once again. If you want any variations, feel free. Otherwise, start simple. Palms flat, fingers wide, hips lift so the knees touch the triceps, and you lean forward. If you're not quite sure about variations, once you get into crow, if you feel steady, maybe you start thinking about your flying crow. You hold steady, keep one knee on a tricep, and you just choose a leg to start with. You draw it in towards your chest. If it comes to the chest, you think about extending it back. And you do the other side. And you find your way to down dog when you're ready. One more breath and down dog. And exhale that right foot forward, low lunge. We're going into side angle here. So right hand's on the floor inside the right foot. Left heel spins in, and that left side sweeps open. Nice open twist here. You can keep the arms into a T, broadening out from hand to hand, or you wrap that left arm around your back, catching your inner right thigh. Maybe catching hands for the full body. And you roll open. Full breath across the chest. Whether you're broad or binding, the shoulders are rolling away from each other, the collarbones open. So you can work that deep breath into the chest. Feel the rib cage expanding. And on inhale, unraveling the bind as you rise up, warrior two. We're going to straighten out that right leg, turn the toes in, and on exhale, fold forward between your legs. The hands land down, the head hangs heavy. Inhale, lift up halfway. Now you're going to keep your feet exactly as they are, without changing anything about your legs or your feet. You walk your hands to the outer edge of that right foot. Trying to walk your hands towards the top edge of your mat. Don't let the toes turn out on you. You keep them parallel. And you get that deep reach through that left side. That left wrist reaching away from the shoulder, away from the hip. And sweeping back to center, you take a breath. And this time turning those right toes forward as you walk your hands around, framing the foot and stepping back. Down dog or vinyasa. Then exhale the left foot forward, low lunge. Left hands inside the left foot. Right heel spins in, and that right arm sweeps up. Side angle. If you want to broaden, binding that top arm, feel free. You open up across the chest, and then you breathe into that space. And untying those arms on inhale, you rise up, warrior two. We'll straighten out that left leg, turn the toes in. This time sweep the arms behind your back, interlace the fingers. You get those shoulders behind you, and on exhale, you fold forward, leading with your sternum, the center of your chest. The head hangs, the knuckles pull away from your back. Then release your hands to the floor. And again, without changing anything about your legs, the feet stay parallel, the knees stay straight. You walk your hands to the outer edge of that left foot. Trying to crawl your hands as far forward towards the top edge of your mat as you can. And sweeping back to center. Take a breath. And this time turning those left toes forward as you walk your hands to frame that foot and step back. Inhale, the right leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward. Warrior one. You soften your eyes. You breathe here. Nice and steady. Nice familiar pose. You don't have to overthink it or overwork it. Then straightening out that right leg, setting up for revolve triangle. Right hand to right hip. Left hand guides you forward. You fold about halfway and you rotate. Good. On inhale, you rise back up. Hands to your hips. From here, we're going to take one big step to draw that left knee forward, standing tall on the right leg. We're making our way into camper's pose. So you're going to turn that left knee out. Place that left ankle just above your right knee, make it a figure four. Then palms together at your heart. As you feel steady here, you start to bend into that right knee, sitting your hips down. And as your hips sit down, notice if this left knee starts to float up on you, and if so, you're externally rotating that left thigh, trying to keep it low. You can stay here. You can take your arms up overhead, lifting your center of gravity, challenging your balance. You can fold into that shin, working a deeper stretch to the outer hip. Or you start thinking about taking it to your tiptoe balance. You shift your weight forward so that that right heel can peel up. You can bring your hands to the floor to start if you like. Once you get that right heel to peel, you sit your hips down. And one hand, maybe two, come to your chest. Balancing on the ball of that right foot. Part of the balance is about keeping this left knee down. That left knee starts to float up on you. Your center of gravity goes higher and it's hard to control. So the more you can keep that knee down, the lower your center of gravity is, making it easier to control your balance on the ball to fall. One more breath. Wherever you are, then you put that foot down. And we just stand up. Tadasana. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, float or step back. And inhale the left leg. And exhale, you step the foot forward. Warrior one. Inhale, straightening that left leg. Setting up for revolve triangle. Left hand to left hip. Right hand guides you forward. And you rotate. Right hand lands down the shin, the foot, or the floor. And then that left arm reaches up. Keep those legs active and strong. Both feet are pushing down and out. That helps hold your hips level, hold your base, your foundation steady, so that it's just your torso that's moving. That rotation of the spine, that broadening and reaching out of the arms. Then inhale as you rise back up. Hands to your hips. One big step to draw that right knee forward. Standing tall on your left leg. And that right knee turns out. And you cross the ankle just above your left knee. Figure four. You start there. Then maybe you start to sit the hips. Keeping that right knee low, lap broad. Maybe taking the arms up. Maybe folding forward. Or start to work your way down to the ball of that left foot. Hands can start on the ground. The weight shifts forward. And right heel peels. And you sit down on it. And one hand, maybe two, come back to your chest. One more breath. And nice and easy, you place that left or that right foot down as you stand up. Tadasana. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale halfway. Exhale, plant the hands. Float or step. And sliding forward into plank. And on exhale, you lower to the floor. You stack your hands. You rest your cheek. Take a breath. We're going to take 3 rounds of prone boat. The arms come out in front. Biceps next to your ears. And on inhale, you lift your arms, your head, your chest, your legs up off the mat. Reaching long from end to end and trying to lift the 2 ends equal. Exhale, relax, take a breath. Then once again, extend those arms and inhale as you lift up. Keep your gaze at the floor rather than looking forward and bending your neck. You want to feel like you're leading with the crown of your head. Lifting up and exhale, relax. Third and final one. When you're ready, on an inhale, you rise up. And exhale, relax. Let the body fall against the floor. The breath is deep into the abdomen. As you breathe deep into the abdomen, your belly pushes into the floor, which lifts and expands your low back, helping to release any buildup of tension in those back bends. And hands under your shoulders. You're going to press your hips to your heels. You're going to come to sitting up on those heels. Setting up for hero's pose. So from here, we're going to take those feet just wide enough so that our hips can start to sit down between our feet. Now, as you sit down, there's 3 things that can happen. 1, you get all the way to the floor and your knees feel all right. 2, you can't quite get to the floor. If you can't quite get to the floor, you just keep your hands on the ground outside your ankles and you just kind of meter the amount of weight that you're putting into your legs. The third option is you start to sit down, those knees start to hurt. If the knees start to hurt, you can see if your arms will keep you high enough to keep the tension off so the knees don't hurt. Maybe you put blocks outside so you can stay even higher, or you can bring those feet back together and you just sit on those heels. If you're sitting on those heels, or your hips are all the way on the floor, then you can think about reclining. If your hips are floated, you don't want to recline from here. Start to put a lot of tension on the front of those thighs. You're not really that grounded. So if you're sitting on the floor or on those heels, you start to lean back. And as you go back, maybe your forearms, maybe laying flat down. Be mindful of how your knees feel. And especially if you're leaning back while sitting on those heels, you'll notice your hips are higher, and so your low back's going to start to take this deep bend here. So be mindful and gentle with that. We'll take about 3 breaths, working wherever you are. After that third breath, you just rise up and tuck yourself into child's pose. Making your way to child's pose. The heels come back together, the torso drapes forward. And you breathe. When inhales, you rise up. You sit over the side of your feet, and you bring those legs out front. Paschimottanasana. The legs are straight, the feet are flexed, the arms reach up, and on exhale, you fold forward. You catch hold of whatever you got. You bow your head, close your eyes. You breathe. And inhales, you reach out, rising up. You sweep the arms around in front, parallel to the floor. And on exhale, you lower yourself down onto your back. Come to lie flat. Once down, the knees bent. The arms alongside the body for bridge, or hands above the shoulders for upward facing bow. And on your next inhale, you push down into your feet. Lift the hips, low back, middle back, upper back if you want. And exhale, relax. Nice full breath. And inhale, you rise once again. And exhale, relax. Third and final one. On an inhale, you push down to go. You breathe deep in from the body. And exhale, relax. You draw your knees into your chest, you wrap your arms around your shins. Nice tight squeeze. And the arms alongside the body, palms flat. Legs go straight up. You hang out right there. Or toes towards the floor beyond your head. Setting up for shoulder stand. Once the hips lift, you bend the elbows. Hands against the low back. And you send the legs up. A few more breaths if you want to variation. And slowly coming back to center. Toes towards the floor beyond your head for plow. Hips are high, low back's open. You release the hands, fingers point forward. Nice and easy. You unravel. Come to lie flat on your back. Once down, the legs are straight, the arms alongside the body, preparing for fish. You press down into your hands and elbows. You arc the spine, roll the shoulders back, and release the crown of the head toward the floor. You breathe. A nice full breath. And exhale, lowering down. You draw your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. Nice tight squeeze. And taking the arms into cactus arms, elbows bent 90 degrees. And you release the knees over to the left. One final twist. Then back to center. And over to the right. Back to center. And on exhale, you extend the legs, Shavasana. Slowly begin taking deeper inhales, more active exhales. Gently waking the body back up. You start to wiggle the fingers and toes. You roll the wrists and ankles, arms and legs. Then turn the palms flat down onto the ground, gripping the floor as you inhale, grounding yourself. And exhale, you draw your knees into your chest, you wrap your arms around your shins, and you rock over to your right side. You rest there for a moment in the seat of full potential. And as you're ready on inhale, you slowly rise up to sitting. You come into a comfortable seated posture. The spine is tall, shoulders are back, chest is lifted, heart is open. Back of the neck is long and the eyes remain closed. And palms together toward the center, thanking yourself and each other for being here. Clear mind, peaceful mind. Peaceful speech, loving speech. Knowing heart, clear heart. Namaste. Thank you all for joining. As always, it's great to have you tuning in. And if you're interested in getting in touch outside of these videos, as always, you can reach me through my website, monarchmassagetherapydc.com. You can send me an email, send me anything you'd maybe like to request that we work on, or any questions or anything like that. That's the best way to get in touch with me. All right, thanks y'all, and I'll see you next time.